Hi guys, welcome to Chris Ryan Golf. You join me at the Belfry again today. We're in the TaylorMade Fitting Suite, and in this video we're going to be talking about posture, and we're going to be telling you how you can improve your posture and ensure it's good to play better golf. It is important that we position the body correctly at the setup to enable us to make the moves that we require in the golf swing. If we were to play golf and every time we hit the ball we would only needed to hit it 20 yards, posture would not really be an issue. We could stand however we want because we could hit that ball 20 yards with any kind of posture and it wouldn't make a massive difference. Unfortunately, we don't. There is a very, very big importance placed on distance in the game that we play. You will play par fours that are 400, 420 yards. If you can't advance that ball a decent distance, you're going to make the game more difficult for yourself. So we need to be able to generate enough speed to propel the ball a good distance so that it can play the courses that we are playing. The body is an absolutely vital part in creating this power. So positioning the body correctly at setup is going to allow us to create that, or give us more chance to create that. We often see poor posture is creating positions, or it's creating limitations through the golf swing, which mean that golfer can't achieve the distance that they could if they were in good posture. So we're talking a little bit about kind of how we address the ball, and in this video we're just going to look at two areas of poor posture. So if you believe that your posture is not good, or if you've been told it's not good, or even if you just want to check your posture, we're going to look at two areas in which you need to check the posture. We're going to look at the hips, and we're going to look at the upper back and the shoulders. Okay, so if I go into what's going to hopefully be good posture, okay, and we're going to talk about what we tend to get wrong. So the two areas, we're going to look at the first one, which is the upper body. Very often people will get the shoulders and the upper back too rounded this way, okay? So my shoulders end up coming too far forward, my shoulder blades effectively move further away from each other at the back, and what that does, it causes this roundness in the upper body here, okay? If you were to take a golf club and plop it across your shoulders, you would find that there is a big gap between your chest and your shoulders, okay? That is a good indication that you're in this position with the slightly rounded shoulders, okay? So hopefully you can see that. If I put my shoulders back, you can see that golf club is nicely in contact with my chest. If I push my shoulders forwards and create that roundness, there suddenly becomes a gap between the club shaft and my chest. That is a decent way of checking. So what you would do is you'd take your normal address position. Let's say I've got rounded shoulders. Take the golf club, plop it across the shoulders, and I can see that that golf club doesn't touch my chest. For it to touch my chest, I would have to do this, okay? I am often telling golfers that set up to sort of pull the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the chest up. That is going to make sure that you get the upper body in a good position. If you have got rounded shoulders, you're going to find rotation very difficult. You're going to find that you have a lot of limitations in your rotation, and that's going to mean that you either don't rotate or you find other ways to get to the position at the top. So we would often see an under rotation, or we would see a lift out of posture, or a few other things that can sort of you can happen if you haven't got a good upper body posture. So check the shoulders, the upper back, make sure they are good. The second thing we want to look at is the hips. Getting the amount of tilt correct in the hips is vital if we're going to start this golf swing correctly. So hopefully I've got my hips and my pelvis in about the right position, okay? What do we tend to see? We tend to see the hips tucked too much under this way, okay? You can see how that's very, very different. That puts a big curve in the base of my back, okay? This is what we would tend to call C posture, okay? You can see that looks more like a letter C, okay? We want to make sure that we've got this sort of tailbone a bit higher, feeling like my belt buckle points more down towards the golf ball. That's going to put my hips in a better position. Be careful, because we can overdo it and create what we call S posture, where I've created this sort of arch in my lower back, okay? So that's me putting my hips on too much of an angle, okay? So we've got to be careful. We don't see that one as much, and when we do see that one, it tends to be general, it tends to be better players, okay? As a rule, poorer players tend to have more C posture, better players tend to have more S posture. We've got to try and find that happy medium. If your posture isn't correct and you don't feel it's correct, you could have one of those two. Unfortunately, you could have two of those, okay? You could have both of those things. That's not uncommon. Often golfers will tuck the hips under, round the shoulders. This is very, very common. It's going to be extremely difficult to make a good athletic golf swing and create plenty of speed into this thing if we are starting from there, okay? So a couple of little drills we can do. We've gone through one for the shoulders, for the golf club, one for the hips. Stand up normally, take the grip end and place it on your belt buckle, okay? Left hand, extend it and put it onto the metal, okay? I want to feel that as I go into posture, my left arm stays straight, okay? What that will mean is it will mean that my hips are tipping this way, okay? If my hips are not, and I'm doing it more from my upper body, you'll find that my left arm will break down. As you can see, I create this bend over. I'm not creating the tilt from my hips. So club out in front of you, feel like I keep my left arm straight, tip forward from the hips, and I can let the club drop, open up my chest, and that should give me some pretty good positions in which I can start from. Hopefully that made sense. It's something we want golfers to continually check, because even if you've got good posture today, next week, next month, 6 months time, you may not have good posture. It can easily slip. We can easily get a little bit lazy with this. We can easily sort of fall into what feels like some more comfortable positions. So it's something we need to keep on top of, and it's something we need to keep monitoring really if we're going to play our best golf. Let me go ahead and hit a couple of shots, and then we'll go from there. Okay, pretty good. Just a mid-iron I've got here. I think it's a 7-iron, so you're going to hit one more. Okay, pretty good. So, well worth checking your posture. Many golfers are trying to do things with their golf swing which their posture does not allow them to do. We need to change that. We need to get yourself, you need to get yourself in a position where you can create the movements that you want to create, and that's going to help you play some better golf out on the golf course. Posture is absolutely crucial to better golf, okay? So double check your posture, upper body, hips, make sure they're good, you'll play some better golf, guarantee it. Okay, so thanks for watching the video, guys. If you liked it, then please click the like button. If you've got any questions, you can post those in the comments box down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please do so. There's a link in the description, and that will just take you to a subscription page, and it just means that you won't miss any of the content that I'm uploading. Okay, so thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you again next time.